Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. So the topic we will discuss today it is the amino acids. And amino acids are basically known as the building blocks of the proteins. So the main name is known as the building blocks of proteins. So proteins are basically made up of amino acids. Let's have a look or the detailed look on the amino acid structure. So first one in the center we have this is carbon. On one side of carbon there is a hydrogen atom. The one side there is a R group which is known as side chain or here we have the alkyl group. The alkyl group may be of any type, it may be methyl, ethyl and depending upon the nature of the protein. On one side there is a carboxylic group COOH. We can also write it as COOH. And on the other side there is a group which is known as the amino group and it can be written as NH2 group. So all these four groups combine with the central carbon and making up the structure of the amino acid. On a whole, the amino acid can be converted into the ion, which ion is known as the zwitterion. Now, what is the basically zwitterion? For example, here this carboxylic group can lose that hydrogen or hydroxyl group and carrying the negative charge. On the other hand, this amino group gain one hydrogen more and carrying the positive charge. When negative and positive charge is present on the amino acid, then it is known as the basically zwitterion. After that, we have some types of the amino acids. So basically, when we have a simple look on the amino acids or the total amino acids, amino acid basically it is an organic compound. It is an organic compound and amino acids are of two types. The number one amino acid we have essential amino acids and the second we have non-essential amino acids. Now what is difference between the essential amino acids that cannot be synthesized by the human body? So we need it from outside. These are known as the essential. They are essential for our body because we need it from outside the body in the form of food or different substances. On the other hand, the non-essential amino acids that can be synthesized by the human body by itself in the body of human beings. So that's why they are known as non-essential because we do not need these types of amino acids from the food. Let's have an examples for the essential amino acid. We have phenyl, alanine, we have valine, threonine, and tryptophan. All these are the different histidine, lysine, leucine. These are the amino acids are known as essential amino acids and we need it from the food source. On the other hand, the non-essential amino acids we have alanine, arginine, cysteine, tyrosine, glutamine, glutamate, glycine, histidine, serine, asparagine, and aspartate and proline. All these are the non-essential amino acids that can be prepared by the human body and we do not require it from outside body. Basically, when we have a look on the number of the amino acids, so depending upon the side chain or the R chain, there are 20 amino acids from which the 10 are essential and 10 amino acids are non-essential amino acids. So that can be prepared by body are non-essential and that cannot be prepared by the body and we need it from outside or from supplied to the body through diet are known as the essential amino acids. So this was a simple types of the amino acids. After we have the peptide linkage. So it is very important that how do the different amino acids combine and after combining they are changing into the proteins. So basically the linkage that is created between two amino acid it is known as the peptide linkage. How do that linkage is created? This one is the first amino acid and this is the second amino acid. In the first amino acid, this is the central carbon, and the second amino acid, this is the central carbon. So here on one side we have the amino group, and on one side we have the carboxylic group. So the carboxylic group of one amino acid will use this hydroxyl group, and the amino group of the second amino acid will use this hydrogen, and they will make the water molecule. Now this carbon will make the bond with the nitrogen. So carbon is making bond with the nitrogen. This linkage is known as the peptide linkage, in which the two amino acids combine and making up the proteins. So if the two amino acids are going to combine in making the proteins, then their linkage is known as the dipeptide linkage. Likewise, if three amino acids are going to combine, then they will be changes into tripeptide. So the thousands of the amino acids then polymerizes. More than thousands of the amino acids combine or polymerizes, and they are making up the proteins. And all that just depends upon the side chain that is present in the amino acid. For example, here we have can we have hydrogen, or we can also have the R group on both the sides. So it's up to you that what type of amino acids are going to combine and making up the. This process is basically as here the removal of water molecules. So, this is a small molecule that is produced as a result of the protein making. This is a simple elimination of water. After the elimination of water, there is a formation of the peptide linkage between the two amino acids. So this is a simple peptide linkage and the amino acids that are making up the proteins. I hope you guys understand. And if you have any queries, you may ask me about that in the comment section, and I will get back to you guys soon. And the next topic that we will discuss, it is the sources of the proteins. That what are the main sources of proteins, from where we can get the proteins, can we gain it from our daily life or from the other sources. Along with that, we will also discuss its uses. For that time, you guys keep learning.